moments are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Here's Mecole Hardman. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's taken down.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Brings up 4th down.
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Tackle made.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On the option, here's Taylor. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Taylor. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Now Gordon on 1st down.
Melvin Gordon.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Broncos nothing.
From the 22, Taylor flush to his right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. On second and goal, here's an option play left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyrod Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Ties the game at 7. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jarrell Casey has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
After the penalty is fouled, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
26, Le'Veon.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Draymond Jones. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. There's Sammy Watkins. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Chiefs 14, Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about this? 4th long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Taylor's going to keep it himself. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So when the defense complains about having suit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Second and 11. Now they'll throw with Taylor. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Haskins hit, and he lost the ball.
Patrick Mahomes sacked. Fumble on the play.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. First down, Broncos.
On play action, Haskins. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Flushed out right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's second down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And again, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On the carry.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He completes this to Sutton, and he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And the Broncos.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. To throw again is Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Taylor, he's going to keep it on the option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And
on 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Throwing again, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Taylor on third down throws incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Who must be doing? Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go. Johnson.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Bradley Chubb.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Bell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
A 23.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play action. Now Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. It'll be a gain of 9, and just like that, it's third down.
Made at the 24-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Third down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Complete to
that catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
The gun, it's Taylor. He's got his tight end Fant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And oh, he coughed it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action now. Taylor. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They're operating from the gun. Taylor. And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. From the gun, Taylor. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
15. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Hartman on the return. The The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. DeMarcus Walker drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And
10. To throw again. Haskins eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Taylor. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Broncos.
From the gun. Taylor. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Taylor. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check mic.
Taylor to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Broncos 21.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Mahomes going to throw it here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A.J. Boye with a pick. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. 2nd down and goal. Haskins. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Broncos 21. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to